Hello and welcome to the county ground where the Swindon Town Swoodilypoopers must again play Wigan Athletic because we tied with them last time. I apologize. I'm not happy about it either. Today I'm going to talk about fictionality and how it feels to be fictional and bring you up to date on the Swoodilypoopers situation, particularly Ball John Green and other John Green's continuing fascination in the world of the alternate reality Swindon Town Swoodilypoopers, who are playing currently in League One, coached by Paolo Di Canio. Quick update on the squad. We've got Fat Lucas starting in goal because he has had 7 consecutive clean sheets or something, and I can't stop starting him, even though apparently he is not doing well, and my assistant coach just told me that his skill level has gone from 50 to 49. I guess that is a result of being a million years old and overweight, but all I can tell you is that he is beautiful, and he is perfect, and he never gives up goals. So you can tell me whatever you want about his skill level, computer, but here is the truth. Fat Lucas makes the saves. So, I mean, I can't give up on the guy. He just keeps making saves. Oh, no. Oh, no. See? And he scares my opponent into missing because of his considerable girth. So, as you know, if you've been watching the saga of the Swindon Town Swoodilypoopers here in their final season in FIFA 11, Ball John Green and other John Green have become increasingly fascinated by the reality or the apparent reality of other kinds of Swoodilypoopers, of other versions of this same football team that play in what to them are other worlds. This isn't quite the same thing as believing themselves to be fictional. I don't think they do believe themselves to be. I mean, they aren't fictional to themselves any more than you are fictional to yourself. It's possible, as has been, as many a stoner has argued, that, what if we're just all imagined exceptionally complexly by some grand master schemer thing, and indeed one way to look at traditionally rigid Calvinist-y theologies is that, in a way, we are all fictional characters in a very well-imagined, you're better than that, in a very well-imagined play that's being imagined by, an omnipotent God who, has, designed all of this for us and yada, 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 and then there will be, the elect will go to heaven. You've read Calvin, I'm sure. So, not and Hobbes. John Calvin. All right. So, although I think that's who he was named for. Moving on. I don't think that they think they're fictional any more than you think they're fictional, or any more than you think that you are fictional. So it's not a question of fictionality, it's a question of being aware that there are other realities, which is something that we all have to grapple with the moment we become conscious of the multiverse, or at least the growing possibility that we live in but one reality among an infinite, or not infinite, a very, very large number of realities. That we are, that our universe is but one universe among many, and that is a mind-blowing thing to try to get your head around. But there are, it was interesting in the comments of the last video when I talked about Ball John Green and other John Green kind of struggling with this and struggling with the knowledge that in this other world that they don't have direct access to, except by asking me, that Swindon, the organization that they love more than any other, is not as successful as it is in, the FIFA 11 world in which they live. Anyway, they... There we go. It has to be. Oh, Jesus, Angel. Jesus, Angel. He's just not a finisher. I mean, he is a finisher. I don't want to say that. That's not nice. That's not generous. I gotta be the kind of manager who's patient with my players and doesn't yell at them, because that's not the kind of guy I ever wanted to be. I'm not proud of that person. All right, we're going to have a little build-up here. Old school Swoodilypooper build-up. Yes. Nicely done between the two of them. No. It's so hard to turn in this game when you aren't very good. They really don't like bad players making turns. Okay. Don't worry, Madoff wins back there. He's super fast. Everything will be fine. So, anyway, someone in comments, after I was talking about this in a recent video, someone in comments said, like, what's the point of me doing anything when, oh, you should have had time to settle. What's the point of me doing anything when in some alternate universe I will do that thing? So, like, why would I bother to write a novel here when I'm going to write a novel in some alternate universe? Or why would I bother to ever do anything when all things that can happen will happen eventually in some alternate universe? And I think John Green and other John Green have gone through a bit of that in some ways, in the same way that we all do when we begin to grapple with this stuff. But so it's not so much a question of dealing with your own fictionality as it is dealing with your own, I don't want to say insignificance, but your own, not just the smallness of yourself in the larger universe, but the smallness of your universe in the larger multiverse. Like, we all have to find a way to reconcile ourselves to that, right? Like, as the doctor so famously put it, time is wibbly, wimbly, wobbly, wombly stuff. It's hard to get your head around that, and it's hard to respond to the world as we see it in like a consistently hopeful and ambitious way, and to still believe that our world matters, even if it isn't the only world. My response to that, both when John Green and other John Green asked me about it, and when you asked me about it, is that that stuff doesn't really matter, because we are here with each other now. And our obligations are to each other. John Green and other John Green, their obligations are to their teammates, and to the world to their families, to the world in which they live, and not to the worlds in which they might live, or to the the Swindon town Robins of what we would consider real life. That's not their obligation. That kind of injury, that kind of tackle is it's not right. And I can't believe there wasn't a yellow card there. Oh, all right, I'm going to make some substitutions. I'm just frustrated. We got to get this game desperately needs some John Green in it. Look how tired these boys are too. Leroy Williamson's exhausted. He's coming out. We're going to bring in, I guess we'll bring in Fahey. And then we'll bring in French, the Lana out there wide. Jesus Angel, he's cooked, so we're going to bring in John Green. And then I think in a desperate attempt to win this... Oh, I'm out of substitutions. All right. That's it. I have read, by the way, I've been reading professional soccer manager books in an attempt to become a more professional soccer manager, and I have read that making 3 substitutions at once in the 59th minute is advisable. So that's what I'm going to do. They've got Shawhead coming off and Smalling coming on. I want to have Wigan's lineup. Gosh. They get to have that great Ginger, and they get Shawhead and Smalling. It doesn't seem fair. You know what else isn't fair? Other John Green on the ball! No! Oh, that was a flagrant tackle. I was so mad. Probably going to get a yellow card for that. So, right. What matters is that we are here now with each other, and we owe it to ourselves and also to those who will come after us in this universe. Even if it is one among many, we owe it to ourselves and those who will come after us to be as good as we can to each other, and to the world that we're going to leave for those people. So that's what I've been trying to encourage them by saying. There is one other piece of news. Yeah, see, I'm going to get this belated yellow card. I lost my temper. I'm sorry. Okay, sometimes other John Green acts rashly, and that was a rash tackle. So we've got 20 minutes to score here, and this 0-0 draw stuff is just an embarrassment. So the other thing that's been going on that I should probably tell you about in the interest of full disclosure is that the boys were talking to their best friend. Did you see that they have another Ginger on their team, and his name is Naylor? Or was that B. Watson coming in? God! You needed a slightly better tackle, and you were alone on goal. Oh, and when other John Green gets alone on goal, it's not like Jesus Angel when he gets alone on goal. Other John Green alone on goal is a guaranteed 1-0 Swoodilypooper lead. So the boys talked to their best friend. I urged them to keep this among themselves, but the boys talked to their best friend, Leroy Williamson, about this whole thing. And now I got Leroy Williamson asking me all kinds of questions, and, in an alternate universe, is he a better... Do you see why that didn't go in? It's because Fat Lucas's massive width intimidated their striker to miss the goal. So you can tell me that he's a 49 in terms of skill level, but why does he keeping clean sheets? Answer me that. Oh, can we please bring up everyone? The Santa Claus, etc. This is a goal. This is a goal. Oh, we didn't even get a head on the ball. It's infuriating. So Leroy Williamson is asking me all kinds of questions, and I guess it turns out that Leroy Williamson is something of a tinkerer. I got to be honest with you. I've always he's always been one of my favorite players, but I've never known him well as a person. He's really he's super crafty and electronic. Like the other day he brought in a radio that he made, and he asked me if I thought the radio could. Oh, he's big, he's red, and as of yet he has failed to locate the perfect bed. Come on, boys. Oh no. We can't go to extra time against Wigan. Come on. This is, for those of you who've been watching the Swoodilypoopers forever, I mean, we're 200 episodes into this insane series, but you might remember that Wigan Athletic used to cause us tons of problems back in the day. And here we are again, struggling with Wigan. It just goes to show you that this is not a game that's played algorithmically. It's a game that's played by human beings who have hearts. And, that's showing again today. Get it to D. McGoldrick's on the far post! Oh! I don't think I wanted to go full aggressive so that I could get the keeper up, but I don't think I did. All right. They got some tired players. That's a nice ball from Beefstock. That's a nice ball! Turn and shoot. Oh! Just off the far corner. And we are going to freaking extra time against Wigan Athletic. What is this? How have I not been able to score in 2 games? I'm an embarrassment to my family. So anyway, Leroy Williamson was like, I built this radio. It's a shortwave radio. Are there ways of communicating with these people so that we can tell them that there is a possibility that even with their current stadium, even with the county ground, you could get to the Premier League? And I was like, no, man, that's not how it works at all. And also, that's just not going to be their interest. If you were hi, I explained that we don't even really use shortwave radios, and that anyway. So yes, Leroy Williamson is now in on the whole thing, and he's got a lot of questions, and it's a weird distraction for me. It has to be finally it is. Oh, and he's hugged from behind. It's other John Green. He's big. He's tough. He has a brilliant puff. Other John Green. Oh, it's beautiful. Finally. Oh, and I don't even know who that ball came in from, but it was a good-looking cross right to where it needed to be. Other John Green just had to take one step back, and then his beautiful 1970s Soviet mop of a haircut turned around beautifully, and look at that, it's a goal. Oh, at long last. And I don't think we have anything to worry about because we got Fat Lucas in goal. So I'm not even nervous. Made of Win is exhausted, so I'm going to pass the ball. Well, Twice His Vice is also exhausted. He goes down easy. Context is everything. So yeah, that's how I feel about fictionality. If you're going to ask the Swoodilypoopers how they feel about being fictional, I think you damn well need to ask yourself the same question, because you're dealing with many of these same implications of the multiverse. Oh no! Boots Wellington! Oh no! It's a disaster! It's a disaster! Boots Wellington with a terrible, terrible mistake. He can't get back and make a tackle, and Fat Lucas gives up his first goal in forever, and he gives it up at the near post. That's the one place a keeper can't give up a goal, at the near post. Oh, no. Oh, and an exhausted Swindon Town must somehow rise again and find its way to one more goal. To boots! We got to. All right, we got a corner kick here. We got a corner kick.
All you can do is ask him to hit the target. He did that. Goalkeeper denied him.
French the Lana with the corner. Other Joe! Oh, that was a beautiful, scissoring, weird kick that other John Green had, but it was all for nothing. Cleared off the line. Oh, boy. We cannot go to penalties against Wigan. I'm not totally confident in my ability to win penalties at this skill level. They get pretty darn good, and I don't even have Leroy Williamson in the game, and I can't make another substitution. So this is a disaster. Leroy Williamson is the number one penalty taker in the history of the Swoodilypoopers, and we're only in the fourth round of the FA Cup. We've got to win. Got to find a way. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. So let me ask you a question. How do you feel about the multiverse? How do you feel about this? Is this something that bothers you? Is it something that keeps you up at night? No. So what interests me is why the Swoodilypoopers are even interested in it. Because when I explain it to you, it doesn't bother you at all, but it does bother them. Yes! Other John Green, he's a hero! He's a hero to millions! Other John Green! His name used to be John Bennett, but then he got married to Paul John Green, and now his name is John Green, and look at the brilliance of his head! Sorry, I lost it there. That wasn't like me. But finally. Other John Green, he's a hero to Swindon. We didn't pick up any more players, it doesn't look like, in the transfer window, and so we're going to be tired again at the end of the season, and we're going to regret having to play these extra games and all these extra minutes. But these guys they're going to have to find a way to rally. I'm just thinking about it because I'm going to need other John Green this weekend, and he's obviously just balls ass tired. Pardon my French. Is that even French? I don't think so. I'm talking about donkey balls, and they are properly called asses. So, I guess he's more ass balls tired than balls ass tired. He's as tired as an ass's balls. Are asses? Do they have balls? Are they sterile? I'm not a veterinarian, but I am a guy who just beat. Whoa, dang it! It's not over yet. Oh God! Don't give up a goal now. I already made the joke. Oh, thank goodness. All right. To repeat myself, I'm not a veterinarian, but I am a guy who just made Wigan squat in shame. 3 goals in extra time, 2 of them by Swindon Town Swoodilypooper hero, other John Green. Thanks for watching. Best wishes.